All right, so here's the deal. I wanted to record another Monkey Cast episode. It's been a while. I actually did record one in between the last two, but I re-listened back to it. It was unlistenable, unwatchable, so it is in the archives. Maybe I'll release it at some point. Instead, today I'm going to be playing Celeste. Now, just to clarify, this is still a Super Monkey Cast, just because I'm not playing Super Monkey Ball, but I'm just gonna play through the entirety of Celeste. By no means am I a speedrunner at this game, um, but I think I'm above average. I have 100% of the game. I've gotten all the achievements, but I'm getting close to beating it in an hour. That's where my PB is, around maybe close to an hour. But yeah, I have no talking points I want to cover. Nothing specific. I'm just gonna play Celeste and see what comes to mind and do this for an hour or until I get bored. But I really like this game, so I hope I don't get bored. Um, I'm also trying to get better at sort of just talking by myself for the screen. I'm trying to use a lot less filler words like That's the only one I can think of. But what's going on to talk about? There it is again. I did miss the Super Bowl, which I'm a little upset about. I'm not a football guy, but I would have liked to see the halftime show. I've heard a lot of good things about it. Um, I've heard it was better than that All American halftime show, but I'm going to be honest, probably wasn't a hard hurdle to pass. Bad Bunny seems like a okay guy though. I haven't heard of him before the Super Bowl. I'm not very into like the mainstream music. There's a couple artists I listen to, um, but I don't know most of them. But I've heard snippets of the Super Bowl. Sounded pretty good. The halftime show. Um, Good message behind it. That's the only sort of current world event that comes to mind. At least I feel like nowadays there's always something going on. So this level in Celeste is pretty easy. I'm probably not gonna die on it. Um, I've beaten every level deathless at least once. There's an achievement required for that. But I'm probably not gonna die on this one. But I wouldn't bet on it. I've been playing the game a lot more recently. I've been mainly practicing Summit. Um, my PB on that right now is like 16 minutes 1 second. So the goal of today is to at least beat the Summit in less than 16 minutes. We'll see. Yeah, this is the first level, by far the easiest. We're actually on the last screen right now. We're just gonna go up here, and we are done. We go up here. We sit by the campfire, skip cutscene. That's the first level done in around 2 minutes. I would say that's not so bad. I recently got into playing Archipelagos with a few friends. Those are really fun. For those of you who don't know, it's sort of a multi-game randomizer. Everyone's items are randomized into other people's games. This is Celeste one that's really fun. So I've been actually playing a lot of Celeste recently. It randomizes all your platforms and stuff into other games. You can play on any level you want at the start, but all the platforms might not be there. All like the items, like in-game world elements might not be there. It's very fun though. So I've actually gotten a decent amount of Celeste experience recently. And as always, this monkey cast goes though out to the person these monkey casts are made for. You know who you are. Um, but everyone is welcome at the Super Monkey Cast. I make these for one person, but that doesn't mean only one person's allowed to listen. Yeah, I'm hoping maybe I'll make more of these. Maybe now that I'm branching out into other games, I won't be so scared of of doing Monkey Cast more and maybe playing games I enjoy more than Super Monkey Ball. I hope you guys can hear my dog out there. I might have to pause the recording to let her in. But pausing the recording would mean my time at the top would be messed up. I'd be losing time. Yeah, let me get to the end of this screen. That's a good time to pause recording. That is a very unfortunate around a minute of time loss, but I mean, nothing I can do about it. That dog had to be let inside. And now I'm a little out of breath because I ran. So I hope that doesn't really pick up on the mic. So I saw Iron Lung also. I'll talk about Iron Lung. It's a little topical. I enjoyed it. I did not think it was a bad movie by any means, especially for a directorial debut. I don't think it was perfect. Some people might disagree. I think it ran a little longer than it really could have. I think some stuff could have been cut. I know a little bit of it is like part of it is the monotony, the slow drag. That's kind of what makes the horror work. Which brings me to my next point. I didn't think it was very scary. I didn't think it was bad, but I wish it was a little scarier than it actually was. Other than that, I didn't mind it. I mean, the effects were really good. Mark did a really good performance, I think. Sometimes it's hard to like see him as anything but Markiplier, but I mean that's not his fault. I mean, there's nothing else he can do about that. Yeah, I'd recommend it. Of course, it's gonna be out of theaters soon, but if you're seeing this soon and it's still in theaters, I'd recommend going. I think you'll have a good time. Take some friends. I actually have a coworker who's seen the movie, I think 3 times now, going on 4. Sounds unbearable to me. I enjoyed it the first time. I think if I had to sit through that 3 more times, 3 more times, I would hate it. So yeah, this level, unfortunately, as you notice, a couple of unfortunate deaths. I haven't played this level in full in a while. I'm a little out of practice. Once we get to the summit, though, the final level, I think things are going to be going good. But we've pretty much made it out of the hard part. Now we just got to kind of make it to the end of the level with little to no obstacles. I am not worrying about getting strawberries or crystal hearts. If I was playing B-sides and maybe the core, which are some post-game levels, I probably would want to get those, but I'm content with just beating the game right now. That is what I'm mainly practiced at, even if I'm not a master at it quite yet. My goal is to one day get sub-hour, which I know I've seen speedruns. Sub-hour isn't even that great. I think they go like 24 minutes is the world record, which sounds insane to me. I don't know how they cut off over half an hour of gameplay comparative to me, but I mean, I believe it. But I don't think I have the commitment or the patience to speedrun a game like this, because that pretty much is like any time you die you gotta reset the run, which I die a lot in this game. That's 5 whole deaths in the old site. Maybe I'm considering next time I have the monkey cast. I think I'll have a list of topics I would like to talk about going into it. I think that'd make it probably a lot more enjoyable for you guys. I don't know what the appeal of these are right now, other than kind of the bit. It's a stupid death. The bit of just me doing it, but I think yeah, I think I would like to have some more to talk about. Maybe some more fulfilling conversations with more substance in them. Especially next time I have a guest on, I will for sure. Oh, that's the wrong interaction point. For sure, I will have talking points. I would like to make these at least somewhat enjoyable. Something that you don't watch because it exists. I don't think this is probably bad to say. I don't think anyone's gonna sit through the whole hour. I don't think there's an hour of entertaining content here. I'm not talking with my soothing monotone voice this time either. So like, it's not even a good sleep aid. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. But I guess if you're watching and you made it to, what, like 8-9 minutes in, if you got any suggestions for games or anything you'd like me to talk about next time, anything really at all, leave them in the comments. I guess I might do it. Oh. This level is the first level of the game where I really not struggle, but you're gonna see a spike in deaths starting here in the hotel. There's a lot more tight timing with everything. It's not just about doing the jumps; it's about timing around the environment. I'm very impatient, and I tend to die a lot because of that. There we go. This room's pretty easy. It's just gotta. Oh, I died. You just gotta take it carefully. Yeah, I think this is a pretty good Super Monkey Cast game. I think overall the soundtrack is kind of soothing, cozy, if you will, which is kind of the vibe, at least right now. It's a semi-sleep aid. You're not going to see me freaking out over a hard level or anything. You're not going to really see me get upset. I'd probably get more upset at Super Monkey Ball than this game, if I'm being honest, because I am way better at this game than Super Monkey Ball. So this might be an even better game for the thesis of this series than Super Monkey Ball. I'd like to see someone count how many times I say the phrase Super Monkey Ball in each video. This is probably the least amount of times I say it, just with the nature of me not playing that game. Who knows, maybe because I'm not playing it, I'm going to be talking about it more often. Yeah, the whole gimmick with this stage, at least right here, there's 3 branching paths we can take. But with each path you take, the next one gets harder. I mean, you have to do all 3 at some point. I don't really have a specific path I usually take. None of them get really too hard. They're all pretty easy to do, even at their hardest. Like here, if I did this one later, that middle section wouldn't be there to climb up. It is this time, though. Now you see we're going to pack away all these suitcases, like right and left, that they go all in those boxes. And now those platforms made out of those specific things are going to be gone in the next room. Before we can go to the next room, though, we got to find this guy and talk to him. And that will open everything up. I believe so, at least. Yeah, if you haven't played Celeste, I would highly recommend it. Oh, this is the wrong room. I would highly recommend it. It's a really good game. It's gonna make you so upset when you first start playing it. It's a hard game. I've have probably like 50 hours in it at this point, so that's the only reason I can kind of speed through it. My first playthrough, not at all. I spent over a year on a single level, so now it was one of the harder levels. I'm not gonna be playing that level today. I'd probably spend hours on that level today, maybe an hour. I could probably make it through it pretty quick, actually, but I'm not playing that one for fun. That one's for sport. There'll also be some segments of silence in this, I'm sure you could tell. They've already shown up. You know, I'm not going to edit those out. This is kind of a full playthrough with kind of commentary. Not great commentary, but commentary nonetheless. But sometimes there's going to be some silent bits, so you can enjoy the game and the music that it has to offer. I think Lena Raine, is how it's pronounced, has made this soundtrack. Really good composer. She killed it with this game especially. I have the soundtrack on vinyl. One of my favorites. Specifically, I don't even think this one's by Lena, however it's pronounced. I forget who made this one, but it's the Mirror Temple B-side. We won't hear that in this playthrough, unfortunately. Really good track. Anyways, now we'll go to the final room, which will, once we finish, put away all the books and unlock the key. In that center room, I don't know if you saw it, but it was surrounded by all 3 of these different types of platforms. There's also the crystal heart right there, but like I said, we will not be worrying about those this playthrough specifically, just because that's a whole other thing. I just want to get this video to be at least maybe a little over an hour, nothing more. I don't want to put out a 5-hour long Super Monkey Cast, so that just seems a little unnecessary. Ooh, you hate to see that right at the end of the room, too. Had a fun adventure today, looking for someone's phone. If you're the person I make these for, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I figured out how badly Find My iPhone and Life 360 can really work. I know it gives you the radius of like where it could possibly be. It's not always gonna be pinpoint accuracy. But, like, this wasn't even. Ooh, wait, that room's actually kind of goated to be the finisher one. You landed right on the key. But yeah, this wasn't anywhere in the circle that is, was telling me it could be in. It was like on some random guy's car, which we don't know how it got there, but we found the phone at the end of the day. I found the phone. It was a team effort. I had to get iCloud logins and stuff, but It was retrieved at the end of the day. That's all that matters. Oh, that sucks. I'm trying not to, like, get upset at some of these deaths, but you hate to see one like that in a room like this. It takes so long to get through, or at least when I'm, like, just fumbling around in it. I'm sure you notice these chapters are getting a little longer. The first one I beat in like 2 minutes. This one I've been on for 7. That's kind of how it goes. Like I said, the last chapter is around 16 minutes long. At least that's how quickly I can beat it. That's my personal best, at least. I'm hoping to beat it today. If I can beat this game in under an hour, that'd be great. But I just don't think I'm there quite yet. Especially if I keep dying like that. And I'm sure you notice I'm skipping all the cutscenes. It's just quicker. Like I said, this is not... Oh, why am I getting the strawberry? What am I doing? This isn't a speed run, but I'm not going to sit here and master those. I've seen them. If you're interested about the story in this game, this girl, Madeline, is trying to climb this mountain. And she's just got a lot of self-doubt. And that's pretty much... There's more to it, but that's the Sparks notes. It's also a trans allegory. Main character's trans. That's cool. Makes a lot of people online upset, but I don't know. It's fine by me. It's not even like... It's not like it's shoved in your face or anything, but even if it was, I wouldn't really care. There we go. Yeah, see, the timing here starts getting kind of rough. A lot more tight. Which is just where I struggle. When I'm best where I get a speed, where it's not really timing based, I get to speed through stuff. Which is kind of what the summit level is, which is why I'm a little better at that, I think. Okay, this kindly old man is about to turn evil and start attacking us. And this is the chase sequence. You can jump on his head to get some extra height. I will if I see the chance where it would help me, but it's not required at all, really. I think it is in some of the B-sides of this level, which are kind of just harder versions of all the levels. But this is the regular version, so it's just play the level and dodge him or jump on him if the moment arises. I'm pretty sure these keys... Oh, that's a shame. Pretty sure these key things are required. I'm going to grab them just in case. Worst case scenario, they unlock a strawberry. Yeah, no, I need them all. There we go. We're going to hope we can get through here before he gets us. Ooh, that's a shame. This honestly might be one of my worst levels. Just something about the moving obstacles is just... The timing here... This is the level where, like, the timing is the most strict, I believe. I'm sure the other levels are, like... physically harder, technically harder, but this one, just something about it just doesn't jive with me. Now, the theming of this level, I think, is phenomenal. I think the Haunted Hotel is really fun. I don't exactly know what these little red guys are. Oh man, I gotta lock in here. I think offsetting the timing here is gonna be very helpful. There we go. Yeah, that's better. I'm gonna wait for him to come at me. We'll go through here. There we go. I think that's it. I think we just make it to the end of here. Is it? Oh no, it's not. Oh, I didn't even see that guy there. Another news, Resident Evil 9 comes out soon. I'm actually very excited for that. I've been playing through the whole series recently. I just started it, not last October. Maybe it was last October. I forget, but I started Resident Evil either a year or two ago. I think it was 2024 I started it. I really liked it. I really like Resident Evil now. I haven't played any of the original games. I've played the remakes of 2, 3, and 4. I beat 7 also, and I'm currently in the middle of 8. I'm very excited for Requiem. I still want to play 5 and 6 before I do that. I have 2 separate people lined up to play that one with. since those are the multiplayer ones. But I'm excited to see Leon Kennedy. I like the new character. I forget her last name. I think her first name's Grace. She seems cool. I am excited to play it. Not playing it in first person though. I'm a little baby who gets scared really easily. I'm playing the Resident Evil 7 and 7 you have to play in first person. 8 you can play in third person, but it was made for first, so I'm playing it in first person. Way scarier. Which I guess is the point. Maybe I'll play the Grace sections in first person, but Leon will be in third person the whole time. I gotta see him after all. This level is, I think, stylistically one of my favorites. It's beautiful. The sun, like the golden and purple sky in the background. But I also kind of don't jive with the gameplay here. I just don't like the wind. When it's blowing you forward, that's not as bad. But it's just not really fun to me, at least, to have to push through the wind the whole time. It's not a bad level. I think all of the levels in this game are good. There are some I like more than others. And this, alongside the hotel level... no, actually, I think my least favorite is the one after this. But we'll get there. I learned this trick recently. You can wall jump up walls indefinitely. Didn't know that until very recently, when I was doing the archipelago, actually. I believe I gotta go up this way. There we go. I think I could potentially beat this level a little quicker than the hotel, just because I think I'm a little better at the sections in this level. But we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. If I'm correct, though, I think we are, unless I'm forgetting, I do believe we are deathless. So we'll take you down here. Take you up here. What else is coming out soon? The new Danganronpa kind of remake, kind of new story is coming out. I haven't played Danganronpa until a friend got me into it. And I actually really enjoyed it. I know a lot of people clown on it, and I think there is some stuff to clown on it. And like stuff to clown on in it. I'm sure you would agree. Yes, you know what I'm talking to. But overall, I think it's fun. I haven't minded it so far. I still haven't beaten 3. We're playing it together, so we gotta. If you're listening, we gotta figure out a time to finish. But I'm excited for the new one, new in air quotes. I think that's most major releases coming out soon out of the way. Yakuza Kiwami 3 just came out today, actually. But I haven't heard great things about that, which is a real shame. I actually haven't played or beaten the mainline Yakuza game yet. Well, I guess you can technically count Infinite Wealth from Like a Dragon. But the main action ones. I really like the RPG ones. They're some of my favorite games. I like Ichiban a lot. My friends would know. Whoa. And I beat Judgment. I really liked Judgment. And I started Yakuza 0. And I never... Oh, that's first death, I think. I never beat Yakuza 0. Which I probably should. I got to the first Majima section and then stopped playing. But I was looking forward to Kiwami 3 because, I mean, the remakes are nice. Or sorry, here. No, don't leave me. But I've seen graphics, I've seen what it looks like, and the answer is not very good, which is really unfortunate. I'm hoping there's some sort of patch that came out compared to the demo that looks a lot better, but I don't have high hopes. So I will probably stick with the original Yakuza 3 when I end up playing that in my playthroughs, but I still got to beat 0 and then Kiwami 1 and 2. Yeah, so these sections I hate. Not hate, that's a strong word. I dislike. So the other sections with wind, it's not on a timer, it's on location. Anywhere you go, it's meant to have wind. This one is on a timer, so you have to wait for the wind cycle, which, I don't know, I don't want to wait in this game, I just kind of want to play it. And this is a strong wind, which I know it's supposed to be a challenging obstacle. It's just not very fun to me, again. It's just... I like the movement in this game, and when you hamper it, make me slower, it just doesn't feel as good. But like I said, not a bad level at all. I still have fun with these levels. It's just, compared to the others, I have a lot less fun. This might be just me coping, but I think my favorite levels are the first couple and the summit. I don't. Maybe it's just because the other ones are harder and I don't like that. But Forsaken. No, I think it's Forgotten City, whatever it's called. Love that one, but I can kind of like move through that one like it's nothing. Ooh, yeah, these bubbles are kind of annoying too. They're similar to the Angry Old Man, where they kind of show up and track you. Ooh. And you can't jump on them, but I find it hard to time that correctly since, like, they're not telegraphed or anything, they just show up. I can't believe I've already been playing for 25 minutes. When I play a Super Monkey Ball game for these, those drag. I like Super Monkey Ball. I found I like it a lot less than I thought I did. Those recordings drag. If I was playing Super Monkey Ball right now, I'd probably still feel like 10 minutes in. I do not mind playing this game for an hour, though. This game is so good. I don't know what other games I'd play for these. Maybe... I'm not sure. I like the idea of playing things I can beat in one sitting, though, but there are very little games like that. Celeste is one of the only few that I think I really enjoy, and also I could probably beat in one sitting. So we got 3 more levels left. We got the Mirror Temple. I think it's called... No, I forget what the next one after that's called. But we got Mirror Temple, the next one, and the Summit. So if you think about it, we're kind of like pretty much level-wise, you could say we're over halfway through the game. But like I said, these levels get longer and longer as you go. So we are probably, like, realistically a little less than halfway. So if you can notice, the whole gimmick with this level is that those platforms move every time you dash, which will come into play in a second. Right now we're going to go up here, because I believe the key we need is up this way. But we have to go this way to grab it. For most of this level, I actually do not mind. I think it's fun messing with the momentum of these platforms that launch you. It's the final section that I'm just not great with, and I feel like it really slows down the entire... Oh, we weren't supposed to do that. Oh, wait, we could have. That was a strawberry. But the final section really does slow down the momentum of the not speedrun I'm doing. I'm here to move fast, and the final areas are going to prevent that. Which you will see. Our good friend Theo, keep you up with the plot. He is trapped in the mirror world. Ooh. This game's story is okay. It's not bad by any means, but I'm not playing Celeste for the story. So if I remember correctly, we just need a single key to get out of here, and I think we have to go up for it. This is another area I lose a lot of time in, because I just don't know my way around. It's kind of open world feeling, just with how it's set up. Because the way most of the rooms set up are, you're on one straight path that one straight path that has branching rooms that offer you strawberries. But the way this section set up in specific, you get into a couple of like huge areas with a bunch of offshoots. That one of them has a key for the most part. All of them have optional rooms, and I always get lost in these ones. And I think I probably have to go up. I do need to learn this area specifically at some point. If I can learn just how to get through the Mirror Temple quickly, that would probably cut off a large chunk of my gameplay time. But alas, I don't want to play this level enough to learn it. I do know here I have to go up. I gotta go get that key. Yeah, but maybe I'm over-exaggerating how much I dislike this level. Most level I do enjoy. It's just the open world. Not open world, just open nature of the level that really, hinders it for me. But when I'm actually doing the platforming required for the level, I really do enjoy it. I think that's the nature. I think that's honestly how I feel about most levels. I say I dislike in any way. I think there's a couple aspects that just I'm not great with that don't work for me. But the majority of the level I really do enjoy because I think this is not is one of the greatest games of all time. Over exaggerating, maybe, but I think it's an amazing game, which I've stated enough. My gameplay may look a little clumsy right now, but just wait until we get to the Mirror Temple. You'll see how things change. I think I need to go up here. Because this is going to take us to the big mirror. Yeah, here we go. Okay, I went the right way right now, at least. There's a lot more level left, though. So this time, we're not going to play as Madeline. We're actually going to play as, these things probably have names. I don't know them. Which I think this is a great way to introduce how an enemy works. There's not many enemies in this game. I think this is the only one. Maybe there's another thing you can count as you're stretching it. We'll get there. I think it's a great way of introducing it, how it works. You can play it as it. You realize the dust things stop it. They break through those. And then you regain control. And spoiler alert, we're going to see a little more of those guys in a second. But you already know how they work now because you were one for a second. So we're going to talk of our Evoid or thoughts for a second. Well, Madeline would. We're going to skip all these cutscenes. We're going to... Oh, I messed up. Drats. Messed up again. Another Drats. This time for sure, though. Yeah, one of those is going to come alive. He's going to start chasing us, but it's not that hard to get away from them. They're very telegraphed when they're coming for you. Like, they give you plenty of time to dodge. The hardest part is actually using them to break blocks when you need to break them. They can also collect coins for you, like you saw there. So there's a lot of optimization chances for that. Get them to collect coins while you're on your way to another one. Yeah, for the most part, we're going to try to avoid them. We don't really need to use them in every room, but there are certain rooms where we'll have to use them to break blocks. We can also jump on them if need be. Same way with those blue circles that get sent at us in the last level. So here we're actually going to send them through there. That'll open that path for us on the way back in case we want to use it. There we go. Now we're going to wait for him to come at us. And now we'll escape. Whoa. We got another cutscene we're going to skip. And now we're at my least favorite section of the level, the huge open section. So this way, there's going to be, see 2 keys over there. I think we need both of them. Let me just double check. We need one for that area. Another shame. We had to add a couple more minutes, maybe 1 or 2 minutes to the run. I had to go take care of a dog problem. In between the last Monkey Cast episode, we got a new dog. And she's a peach. Most of the time. She's a puppy. She does puppy things. Like, chew on stuff that she shouldn't chew on. But we love her. We love her. We really do. Most of the time. So we're gonna go down this way. And we're not gonna worry about that strawberry. We don't want the strawberry. It's a waste of time. We would like to open this door though. Yeah, I think sub-hour is out of the question. I think the big milestone for this run will be if I can beat the summit in less than 16 minutes. Place your bets right now in the comments. I want to see bets. I want to see predictions. How long does it take me to beat the summit? There we go. That's the first key out of the way. Now we do need the second one still. And I think this one's going to be a little longer to get. I believe we have to go down this way. I believe there's a passage down here we can take. Yes. Now, I don't think we have to worry about this guy at all. I don't think he's going to really be an issue. Yeah, there he goes. I think we just moved too fast in that room for him to really bother us in a way that matters. Now, this guy... no. It's right there. The exit's right there. Actually, do we need to jump on him here? Oh, there might be a required jump. Now, we also do need him to grab this one for us, but that's a lot easier than jumping on him. There, and that is the next key we needed. And I died. So now we can go this way, get in the red bubble that I used earlier that didn't work. And we are home free from my least favorite section of the level. This section is a lot worse when you're hunting for all the strawberries. Ooh, shame. It's a lot worse when hunting for the strawberries, because not only do you have to do those 2 required paths, but also just all the side ones. Which, I love this game. I don't want to do those right now. I just kind of like speeding through the levels. I haven't done a 100% playthrough of this game, and ever since I beat my first playthrough, honestly, which is like years ago. We're gonna fall down here, go down there. That's gonna launch us over here, and we can take that spring in a second. We can jump on him too, send him back down there, and away we go out of the danger room and into the next one. Now, I do believe we actually do have to get him to break this specific box up here. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That's okay. This would be better at getting a good angle on him hitting this box. Oh, he missed. This room is another problem for me. I just don't know the most effective method to get him to ram into that. I guess that worked pretty well. Here we go. Now, this is the section of the level I struggle with the most. We gotta carry on this crystal with Theo in it. And I just try to get too crazy with it, I think, sometimes. There's, like, faster techniques I'm not good at, but you can definitely do. Also, if the monster hits him, I think I also lose. Actually, no. I think if he just falls into spikes, I lose. Still, it's another body I have to worry about, which isn't the best thing. There we go. Yeah, just with like how much time I've already spent on this run, I think sub-hour is a lost cause. I mean, I'd have to beat the next level in 4 minutes, which I just think isn't going to happen, obviously. There we go. Now here we have to use Theo to get that. Dash down. It's gonna launch him up there. I really hope you guys can hear my controller. I'm like kind of have it like right next to my mic. I'm so sorry if you can. Didn't even think about that until now. Think about it as a part of the ASMR experience. There, see, that room has a really fancy put him on the thing, launch him technique, but I would probably spend so much more time doing that than just walking through with him and dodging these things. This room I'm also kind of bad at, if I'm being honest. But this is probably one of the simplest ones, but I'm no good. Let's see what's dome. Let's go up. There we go. That's how you do it. If you want to see like some great movement tech, I would highly recommend watching a speedrun of this game. Like, master level skills right there. Way better than me. They'd be done with the game by now. They probably finished it 2 times over before I finished it once. We're just gonna go this slow and simple way. Oh. Screw the slow and simple way. We're going with style. There we go. Don't even have to worry about that button. There, and that's the hard part of the level out of the way, I believe. Now it's just getting to the end. And they'll go a little faster and try and throw them through those pulses. They are really hard to see now, though. There you go. And that is the end of Mirror Temple. Probably one of my worst levels, my worst levels throughout the entire run. That and the hotel are probably my 2 biggest problem areas. Now we're going to Reflection, though. An okay level. I am not great at it. I don't have as much qualms with it as I do with the other levels. I think this beginning area is gorgeous. I really love the track. Playing with these golden feathers for the first time playing the game especially, is just amazing. They control really well too. Like, they made us look, they do look kind of simple. Like, I don't know, it feels so snappy to use these things. And now we are not going to use them for the rest of the level, I believe, unfortunately. Instead, we're going to play with these guys the whole time. And again, they just feel kind of slow. Oh, I stand corrected. There's one right here. Feels kind of slow, and I don't like having to rely on other objects like that. No, that's not an issue for me. I have to do that everywhere, in like every level. I don't know. There's something about these ones specifically, just like, don't tickle my fancy. I don't dislike them though. I see their place in this world, and it's an important one. Man, to use these gold feathers throughout the whole level, I do not know what I was talking about. So very snappy, very fun to control. I really enjoy them. Oh no. I think I could have saved that if I was a little more precise with falling there. So the current goal is to beat this level sub-hour. That is the current goal. Is that going to be possible? Who knows? Probably for a lot of people, maybe not for me. But if I can finish this level with sub-hour on my belt, then I'd be slightly happy. Get you. I don't actually remember exactly where I have to go here. Probably to the right. Yeah, it's definitely to the right. Can I go even further up? Is there anything up here for me? No, I think I can just go through this door right here, progress in the level. I think there is bonus on the other side, but it's bonus. I don't want bonus. I'm here to just beat the game. Oh no. We're gonna wait for that guy to come back. Don't leave. No. That's probably one of my worst performances this level ever. I'm so sorry I had to be the one I record. I should have practiced this entire run before I ever started recording. How's everyone's days going though? I'd like If you made it this far, I know I'm asking for a lot of comments. You can choose whichever one you want to leave. I want to hear how your day's going today. Mine's been going pretty good. I got out of work earlier than I usually do. They let me out like an hour and a half early, which was great. I still worked the usual amount. I just got there a little earlier, so I got to leave earlier. But I don't mind getting to leave work before 9. So these boost panels are also going to give me a little trouble too. Just by the nature of this level being later, I don't play as much. The only level late game level I play a lot is the Summit. Because I just think that one's a really fun one to play a lot. But these things actually don't show up in the Summit at all. I actually don't think these boosters or these guys right here show up in the Summit. It's just every other like gameplay element in the game shows up, but not those guys. Just kind of a maze, and not hard at all. It's just gotta find your way through. And can I break through this one? I can. Probably be a lot more quieter in these late levels I haven't practiced. Be a lot more concentrating on my part. Ooh, you hate to see it. I don't even think I need to. I can just get through there on my own. I feel like I'm playing a pinball machine right now. Which actually, I don't think I've ever played. I haven't played that much pinball, so I don't really know what it feels like. But it's got to feel like that. Oh, what a clean play through that room. Oh no, that wasn't clean at all. It was almost. The worst part about these runs is when you die at the end of a long room. If I die at the end of like a short room that I can see the whole thing on one screen, no biggie. It takes like maybe a second to get back. If I don't die on a room like this, twice especially, that's a huge time loss. There we sneak on through, and we are getting near my favorite part of this level, which is right up ahead. We're gonna have Brim break that platform for us, and we're gonna follow him all the way down. Now this room I kind of like to get fancy with it. There are a couple of skips you can take, like this one. I'll take it once and show you. And this one, oh, I'm not gonna do that the whole time though. That's just, I will take that first one. It's a lot easier to line up. But if I kept on trying, that'd be such a time loss. If I had the tricks memorized, it would be so much quicker. But I just don't. Ooh, that one looks, no, I'm already taking the long way. Oh, but imagine how much time I would have saved if I took that shortcut over there. We are reaching the point where we have to confront Madeline, who is the evil purple-haired Madeline we've been talking to this whole game, which culminates in one of my favorite sections of this game. Oh, we're not there yet, actually. Oh, I thoroughly misread what was going to happen with that guy. I promise, I play this game, like, I'm, like, pretty decent at this game, I promise. Don't leave me. I don't got it anymore. I'm cooked. I'm unk. I'm shocked. I honestly don't really get what I was doing wrong, but clearly I was doing something wrong. There we go. Now we're about to confront Madeline, I believe. This is also another one of the favorite tracks in the game. So now we have to hit her while she hits little projectiles. This word, projectiles at us. Usually I wouldn't like something like that. It's very non-uniform. I like when I know exactly what's going to happen, where the platforms are going, but they aim at you. But I don't mind it here because I just think this section's so good. And I think especially the fast tech here is great. Like, I'm skipping whole cycles of these laser beams very easily. But I think it's so satisfying. Like, oh, that was such a clean room. And then I died. I ruined it all on a single mistake. This is how the game goes. But yeah, whenever you dash into where you actually recharge your current dash, which lets you get out of that knockback animation way quicker. Don't know if you guys can hear that, but there's a super loud truck outside. And I'm sure you could, because that's just my luck. Now we're starting to reach rooms where it's a little harder to do the fast... Oh, especially if you don't have your dash. But it's getting a little harder to do the fast techs, just with how far she moves away from you. But I think it's probably still possible... Ooh. Oh, that's the shame. It probably still is possible, just I'm not practiced enough in this game. Okay, so here we are going to make sure we actually get knocked back there, or else we get crushed by the platforms. I just realized I've been talking about the game a whole lot, not about much else. I apologize. That isn't the nature of the Super Monkey Cast. Talking about the game just helps me concentrate on it better. When these levels get harder, I gotta concentrate more. I'm hoping that's not really the case on the summit. I can usually just probably get through that pretty easily. I guess I'm not used to talking for the Monkey Cast alone this long to myself. 51 minutes recording by myself is probably the longest I've done. Maybe next Monkey Cast I'll do a game I've never played before. Like a horror game or something. No, that wouldn't be the nature of the Monkey Cast. That's not soothing in any way. Especially in my reaction to horror games. These rooms I struggle on. These boosters are just so finicky. This room is another problem one for me, I believe, just with how that's a little longer. Then anytime you die, you gotta go back to the beginning. Especially like that. I was there and I just overshot it a little bit. Ooh, look what happens when I concentrate, though. I was going hard there for a second. Now you may think the area is ending because we had a little dialogue cutscene. Not the case. It's only ramping up from here. I'll leap towards her though. Ooh, a little too late. Oh, I didn't even realize there was the thing right in front of her. Silly me. Gotta leap over. And I'm doing something fundamentally wrong here. There we go. There we go. We're going to go down here. I think the golden feathers are coming back up soon. Yep, there they are. And now these areas, as much as I love the golden feathers, I'm not great at them. Ooh, that was pretty clean, though. If only I was already done. Now I'm done with that area. And I think we are nearing the end of this chapter. think this is the last battling room, if I remember correctly. There we go, yep. So that's all the hard parts of this level out of the way. We still have a little bit more level to go, but now we accept battling into ourselves. We can dash twice. We will have that for the final level. And this section by no means is hard. It's just letting you know you have a second dash, you're going to need to use it. Is this cutscene? No, it's not yet. Now it's cutscene. And that is the second to last level out of the way, nearly an hour into the run. "33 deaths is a little rough. I'm hoping I probably will have a little bit more in the summit. We'll see. This is my favorite level of the game. I'm just going to be quiet for maybe the first 20 seconds, like just listen to the track. So this is my favorite track in the game. It does change with each area of the summit, which you'll see how that works. But I'm not going to stay silent for each individual area. You can hear it in the background though, and if you want, just listen to this thing on Spotify. It's a good track. First area done in a minute. Pretty good. That's on par with where I'm usually at. We can skip these cutscenes right when Madeline and Badeline break into two. And yeah, we're at the Forgotten City now, and it has a little bit of hints of that level's theme also. And that's how this is going to go. There's going to be a section for each level, except for Reflections, which I'm happy about. I'm not huge on most mechanics and Reflections, except for the Gold Leaf, which does get representation still. Yeah, I think I can probably make through... I obviously made through that first section about dying. I might be able to make it through this section about dying. Once we hit the next section, though, I probably die 1 or 2 times. What's a really stupid death right there? Yeah, like I said, place your bets. My personal best is 16 minutes and 1 second. And that's because I was dying on the really easy parts of this level later in the level. So the goal is to beat 16 minutes in 1 second. Ideally, beat 16 minutes, but we'll see. I am making very good time, though. I usually get out around here. I'm maybe 10 seconds ahead of what I usually hit. Making very good time, though. This is where the time save starts, though. Because these are the areas where I start dying. Like that, I almost just died right there. Now that's going to open downwards, so I have to sneak through the side. I memorized how all the doors in this level open. Just how much times I've played it in the last couple of days. Now there actually is a room to the right there, but that's bonus. What we really want to do is go up there. We're going to hop up there, go over here. Whoa! Almost died there. Still deathless though, it feels good. I haven't gotten this far deathless in a while. I usually play a little too risky. But I feel like I'm playing fast and pretty good. I made it through that section in like a minute and a half, or maybe a minute. That's also pretty good. Now this section, I don't think I make it through Deathless because we're back in the hotel. This god-forsaken hotel. I see myself dying here. Yep. Well, I made it pretty far Deathless Zone to the level. I'm okay with that. I do think I'm dead here. Ooh, no, I'm not. This room I'm pretty practiced in now. I haven't died in it in a while, so that's kind of embarrassing. You just gotta dash through there, and it's pretty easy. It looks a little more intimidating than it is. Ooh, that sucks. That's like over halfway into the room I died. If you are an hour into this video now, I just want to say thank you for sticking around. I'm just playing Celeste and enjoying myself. This is mainly, like I said, for one person specific. If that's you, thank you for staying around. For anyone who stayed around, thank you. I would love to make more of these and more other videos. I have a couple of ideas I'm thinking about that aren't the Super Monkey Cast. I'm hoping those come into fruition one day, but we'll see. Ooh, that's a shame. Hey, we're getting near the end. We're gonna go up here. The kind old man is not gonna be chasing us this time around. Thank goodness. This room is deceptively difficult for me sometimes. 'Cause I don't really do any timing. I just kind of eyeball it, and it doesn't always work out. Ooh, but I snuck right in there. This room is also one of the tougher ones, at least in this level for me. But we made it through first try, which is a huge time save. Probably died in that room a couple of times in my personal best. And unfortunately, we will have to deal with the wind again, which means I'm probably going to complain about the wind again. And that was a little bit of a dumb death on my part, but it's okay. It happens. I mentioned this idea earlier, but if you would like to see a scary episode of the Super Monkey Cast, maybe I'll do it for Halloween this year. I think there might be a merit to it. I think it could be a little funny, even if it goes against the nature of me playing not a calming game, but a sort of calming over hour of footage. Oh, I messed up. Wasn't even bothered waiting for that thing to come back down. I don't even know what I was thinking jumping away that far away. Now we're gonna go this way, I believe. Yes. Ooh, that could have been a stupid death. That was really close to being a stupid death. It wasn't, though. Alright, let's see if I can make it through this room first try. That'd also be a huge time save, but compared to my last run. Oof. We love to see it. I was really close. I was kind of close there. I'm sure you heard me exhale at the end. And this is the last section until we get to the part of the level I like. But we are back in the Mirror Temple. This one's a lot less open-ended, so we'll go through it a lot quicker. There we go. We're going to use this platform to launch ourselves upward. Now we actually want to go downward, and we want to go to the right. If we take the left ball over there, it's going to lead us to bonus, and we don't want bonus. We want keys. I might have died too much to hit 16 minutes. I'm looking at how long I've been in the level, not nearly 10 minutes at this point. I think the PB is over. I'm not gonna ring that bell until I hit the end of the level, but I'm not getting my hopes up. But it's okay, because you, yes you, joined me through this magical adventure where I play a game I have like 50 hours in. And you listen to me talk about it mainly for most of this time. This is the final room of this section, though. We just gotta make it to the top. I'm sure you noticed, but the final rooms in each section are signified by the purple orbs. Ooh, that sucks. I'm gonna grab this guy and go down. And now we're at my favorite part of the level. Maybe we can get through it in 5 minutes. Seems like it's cutting it close. We'll see. So as you see at number 30, we have 30 more checkpoints to reach the end. We gotta get to 1. Now the checkpoints aren't too far spread apart. These first ones are kind of far, but they get a lot quicker. Like that's 29, and 27, 28's like right up here. And I think they only get closer and closer from here. Again, we have the wind blowing us down, but it's not as bad here as in other areas. See, look, 27's right there. They aren't very far apart. These are some challenging sections, so it can take a little bit to get to some checkpoints. Ooh. Didn't die, but I did get back to checkpoints. I might as well have there. I don't know how close I am. I don't know how long this is going to take. I might actually... 16 minutes would be really close, but maybe it's doable still. Not if I keep on making mistakes like that. Oh, no, I think 16 minutes out of the question with a fumble like that. Unfortunate. I think sub 20 is insanely possible. Not if I keep on making mistakes like that. Still, I think this is one more common than my monkey ball exploits. I'm way worse at that game. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here, really. Huh. Oof. I think I need both dashes there. I feel like that is definitely possible with only one dash. Way harder though, and I feel like yeah, there we go. That's a shame. I wasted the whole minute on that. 16 minutes is shortly out of the question now. But 15's right there, which is great. Then 14's right there too. Like I said, these things get a lot closer to just lock behind harder and harder sections each time. And we're actually have to grab this, go straight up, grab this one, do the same thing, and now we just got some climbing to do. We're gonna use most of our stamina here, but just enough to reach 13. Yeah, I think the goal now is sub 17 or 18 even. I think we are hitting the last major room. No, I think it's the next one. We're actually going to skip this first blue cloud so we can very easily reach the next one. Here, I think we're in the last major room. I'm going to grab that checkpoint. That'd be devastating if I didn't. There you go. I think this is one of the last actual hard sections. If not, it's a checkpoint 2. Checkpoint 1 to the end is extremely easy. It's just walking. With a couple obstacles in the way you can't die on. Which did get me a little past sub 16 last time, which is a shame. I got a little greedy, but it happens to the best of us. Ooh, shame. Sub 17 might be possible. It's going to be really close, though. Oh. No, it's not anymore. Not with that death. Sub 18, though. Not with that kind of death. No, sub 18 is possible. Because this next section is going to take like 10 seconds as long as I don't die. It's a shame. A lot of time could have been cut in this level, but we did it. We beat Celeste. That's right. Because I couldn't do it without you, the viewer. We're going to skip this cutscene, and we're also going to skip... I'll play to the ending, but we're going to skip it. But look, we got a nice little scene of all the characters you all met and learned to love along the way. And this pie does get a little bigger with more strawberries you got. We got none, though. Thank you for sitting through a very experimental episode of the Super Monkey Cast. Ignore that. Don't look at that. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment on what you want to see next time. And that's all.